Our journey tonight begins with the question that has kept me on 80 milligrams of Prozac for the last 20 years. Who are we? The fields of archaeology and genetics have given us the ability to compare our relation to Earth's diverse array of organisms. Scientists have found that the two species on Earth today that share the most genetic relatedness to us are Pan-Triglyptides and Pan-Paniscus, more commonly known as chimpanzees and bonobos. Because of this relation, anthropologists, primatologists, psychologists, I could just keep listing ologists, but we'd be here all night, have been studying these primates for over 100 years, hoping to uncover more about our own origins. Whoa. Early Western studies of these apes did not differentiate chimps and bonobos as separate species, instead classifying them creatively as just bigger or smaller apes. However, when a wealthy paleoanthropologist woke up one night in the middle of the night with the realization that scientific observation could in fact be done by someone without a penis or who wasn't sleeping with their PhD students, this baddie was sent to Tanzania to collect.
Yeah, rest in peace.
This baddie was sent to Tanzania to collect data on chimpanzee behavior. Her studies on chimpanzee warfare, coupled with the studies of the less hot Franz de Waal on bonobo sex, plus the contribution of countless other broke grad students, made way for these stories to form about who these apes are and what behaviors we might be genetically predisposed to. So, the story that most are familiar with goes a little something like this. Human who just spent $250,000 on a liberal arts degree is walking down the street, asshole cuts her off, what does she do? Well, according to the popular chimpanzee story, she would take a big rock, bludgeon him to death, killing his kids, taking his wife, house, and any food he may have on his person. But according to the popular bonobo story, she instead opts to have missionary sex with him for 15 seconds, and they're all good. So which of these stories is more accurate? The truth is, these girls are more than the stereotypes we reduce them to. So let's get to know them a little bit more. Let's start with the more popular chimpanzees. Chimpanzees can be found in over 21 African countries. They're omnivorous, eating a diet of rich fruits, nuts, eggs, bugs, which they've been known to fish for, leaves, and yes, they do hunt, including other primates, actually. Their favorite is red colobus monkey. That's not a joke, they seriously do have a preference. They exist in complex societies with social hierarchies dominated by males and aggression, nepotism, and conflict. This conflict can get as extreme as the systematic killing of surrounding males over long periods of time in hopes to overtake a territory. Now, this is the point where many non-scientists, and even some scientists, Raymond Dart, that's gonna kill with the anthropologists, will reduce these chimpanzees to the archetype that justifies our own violent behavior as just inevitable. But to stop here would not only be inaccurate, but also wildly unjust and a disservice to the incredible animals that they are. While violent at times, they also have unique personalities, emotions, social lives, dialects. You're telling me that if you were a lady chimp, you had to choose between Lancelot, I don't know why I made that heteronormative, you could be whatever chimp you want, but when you had to choose between Lancelot, Keith, and Paul, you seriously wouldn't have a preference?
Keith.
Grow up. Grow up.
Really, Lancelot.
It's easily Keith.
Keith clears.
Are you seeing something at a different angle? Because it's Lancelot.
Is it Lancelot for you? Yeah, it was Lancelot for me.
Yeah.
So now that everybody's thinking about which chimpanzee they would fuck.
Write that also on your trivia. We want to know.
They're also affectionate, use tools, self-medicate, and raise one child at a time, spending years teaching him how to be a good chimpanzee, integrating him into society. Some of us have not experienced the same. Now,
It's gonna be okay, Noah.
call him. Now that we have a more complete picture of who chimpanzees are, let's get to know their less famous make love, not war cousins, bonobos. Unlike chimpanzees, they're found in just one country, the Democratic Republic of Congo. Do they overlap with chimpanzees? Hell no! They are lucky to be protected by the Congo River, because what would happen if these two met, you may ask?
Did y'all hear what that said?
It's a... Thank you, Lenny.
What about that time? Murder!
Yeah, they would absolutely get demolished by the chimpanzees, unfortunately. Aw. Like chimpanzees, they're also omnivorous. However, a large percentage of their diet consists of terrestrial herbaceous vegetation, which is just a douchey way of saying veggies. They begin to really deviate from chimpanzees when it comes to their social behavior. And while equally complex, instead of adult male aggression directing the social dynamics, hierarchies are dominated by females who decide the social order and group decisions. And how do they do this, you may ask? Now for the moment you've all been waiting for.
Come on.
Let's talk about sex, baby.
Rates of aggression in bonobo society are astronomically lower compared to chimps, mainly due to their use of what's known as GG rubbing, or genital to genital rubbing, as a means of reconciliation and social lubricant. Says wink. They're generally considered to be much more egalitarian, socially flexible, and cooperative compared to chimps, probably due to all the head.
Oh my
But,
God.
oh, too much?
Look at it.
So I shouldn't show this to my elementary class next week? They get some
Look
letters
how
home.
content they are.
That's bliss.
Oh my
Noah,
God.
that's bliss.
I thought the Birdman
Is it
erection
different?
was a
Is it
risk.
different how you
That's
do
actually,
it?
I believe that's a clitoris.
Is it?
Yeah.
Ayo.
Well, I'd be able to find that.
But like chimpanzees, reducing them to just one thing or another is not accurate and boring. They're not just a vegan hippie sex cult. Like chimpanzees, they also hunt, use tools, and yes, they can be violent. And while all of this is much less frequently than chimps, to say it never happens as if it would just be safe to walk into a house of bonobos and not get your face ripped off would be chimp crazy. All that being said, I would 1000% rather live as a bonobo than a chimpanzee. No question. Okay, so like, who are we? Well, try not to hurl, because I'm about to wax poetic on your asses. When looking at chimpanzee behavior and bonobo behavior, we can't help but project our own stories onto them. When in actuality, behavior is not something, and never has been something, that's easily confined to boxes. They're violent, loving, competitive, cooperative, cunning, empathetic, and all the things in between. So who we are is a choice. What separates us from other apes is the ability to choose love over hate, to look at our nature, and even though we do feel both, we reach for the light. So tomorrow, on your way to work, when some tourist cuts you off, you can either push him into traffic or blow him. The choice is up to you. Or hey, why not do both? Who says humans can't have it all, right? Thank you. I would like to dedicate this presentation to the recently deceased Jane Goodall, whose seeds of hope will live on. And thank you, Noah and Em, and everybody who's worked and supported the show, including everybody in the audience. I feel really lucky to be here with you guys. Thanks.
Keep it going for Deborah Davidson.